All right, I'm on hole number one of the 2020 Winter Major. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. I'm playing on my 99 account, so I've got some lower level clubs. Now, here's the deal: I've got some T4 and below clubs that I'm playing. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're lower level. I do play this in pretty much in tournaments only. I've played a little bit of Tour 5 last week just to demo some of the holes for my teammates on these new holes for the ones that have lower developed clubs, just to show that you can get it done. If you've got lower developed clubs, when we talk about minimum score, it always starts off with a minus 12. Hole number 3, that par 5, in Golf Clash, we think of par 5s as Albie holes, or they're eagle holes going for Albie, and that is especially if you have lower developed clubs, you can get an eagle on it, but it is rough. You've got to bring a power 5 ball, and everything's got to go your way. All the stars have to be aligned. But it could be argued that that hole is a birdie hole, and that drops us down to minus 11. Hole number 7, if you've got upper developed clubs, it is possible to get up there real close to the green with a short chip to give yourself the eagle. And so if you've got upper developed stuff, we're probably looking, realistically, if you want a chance for a win, you got to think of minus 13 as the minimum. With lower developed stuff, if you're realistic about what your clubs can do, we're looking in this minus 12, minus 11. So if you're at minus 22 to minus 24 with lower developed clubs, that's a pretty good round. Now, obviously, you want to set yourself up. You have to get this, and then you want to give yourself a shot on every other hole to pick up something. So my goal today is to shoot a minus 24 and try and pick some stuff up. Whether I pick stuff up or not, I don't know. But I want to give myself an opportunity on every hole to pick something up. And I want to maintain that minus 24. So hole number 1. Let's go check out hole number 1. So hole number 1, I'm just laying up down into this area right here. Extra mile. Titan, the king of balls. Max topspin, which is 4.5. And then I'm going to come at it on the other side with a Saturn. I'm not doing any wind adjustment at all. I'm doing a wind adjustment, but I'm not doing anything extra. I'm just doing the normal wind adjustment. And at that level for my Saturn, it's 2.0 per ring. And I should be in minimum club. So minimum club for my Saturn, I'm going to hit 3.5 per ring. All right, let's get out there and get it done. Wait until the last minute to get this round in. I did get some clubs that I got some cards for in Tour 5 last week. The Rock. This is an awesome club. Especially, talk about drivers that, as you get them up in level and you get it maxed out, this is an awesome club when it gets to level 8. There's times when it's interchangeable with your quarterback. If you're looking for raw distance, your quarterback in many cases will be better because it has more topspin. But sometimes your distance from like where your first landing point is, the Rock has more raw distance at 215 versus your quarterback at 214. But here very shortly, that Rock is going to pick up some distance, and it'll be like 10 yards farther than the QB. What else do I have? What else did I get? I got some for my claw. This club right here, I was talking to Dale Appleby. He's another streamer. If you guys haven't heard of Dale Appleby, you can check him out on YouTube. And me and him were talking about the claw, and the claw, especially like when you talk about getting maxed out commons or your commons, when they get to level 8 become awesome clubs. And that's when they really start to show their potential, is when they get to level 8. They're usable before then, but when they get to level 8, they really start to pop. And when you get your claw to level 10, it is a great club. Talk about utility clubs, Saturn, claw. If you go out there and one-on-one with a Guardian, a Saturn, a claw in your bag for your utility clubs to get you through, you'll very seldom ever find, especially the Saturn and the claw, wanting. They have great topspin. They have great side curl. They have great backspin. They're really good clubs. Obviously, when they're low level, by the time you get them, because you're in Tour 6, by the time you get them, you've got some of your other clubs developed that you're going to continue to use. But you want to get common cards. the Sand Lizard. I can honestly say with 100% confidence that I've never used my Sand Lizard ever. So if you're saving coins, when you first start playing, you're saving coins because you don't have enough coins to upgrade your clubs. That's a club that you can leave there until you get your coinage up that you can start upgrading your clubs. All right, so I'm taking an Extra Mile and a Saturn. Those are my ponies. I'm going to take a Titan, the king of balls. And if you got a lower developed account, you're going to find yourself using Titans a lot. And that's why you want to place high in tournaments, because you get Titans. And you want to get those Titans. All right, Extra Mile, 2.4 per ring. Let's get it done. Let's get it out there nice and easy. I'm going to do about a 10% additional wind adjustment. I have noticed on the drive that it wants to drift to the left. And so I'm going to do a little bit extra wind adjustment just to try and keep it in the center of the fairway. The way I'm going to set this up is I'm going to set up where if you split the fairway in half and then you take the quarter that's on the left and the quarter that's on the right, I'm going to set it up originally where it's on the quarter on the right-hand side. And that gives me some distance from this flagpole, or not flagpole, but light post, because these light posts are in play and they will eat your lunch. You got to be aware of where those lamp posts are. And on this drive shot right here, the one going straight forward, if you want to be right dead center in the middle of the fairway, you're right up against the flagpole. Your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. You hit that thing great to the left and bam, you hit the light post. Lights out. I'd like to go out there and run them over with the cart and get them off the course. But they told me if I do that, I have to pay for them. So 3.6 is 2.4. That gives me 2.4. That gives me 12. That's a half. And I'm going to do a little bit of an overpull. So I'm going to do about a ring and a third. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of curl just to bring it back to the fairway. Hitting one ring great to the right. And it should be right in the middle of the fairway. Good. That's where I want it. Now, if I would have hit that straight in that spot and not put that little teeny bit of curl on there, and I hit that one ring great to the right, it would be in the rough right now because it would go one ring great to the right. But because I put that left-hand curl in there, even hitting a one ring great to the right, the landing spot, the first landing spot where the ball first touches the ground was one ring great to the right, but the ball came in from the right to the left. So even though I hit it one ring great to the right, the first landing spot's one ring great to the right, the ball is still going to go to the left. If you start hitting two rings great to the left or the right with that little teeny bit of curl on there, you're probably in trouble. And when you have low-level clubs, you need to play in the fairway. Like you want to leave your sand wedge and your rough iron in the clubhouse so that you never have to pull them out. It's better to be short and in the fairway than long and in the rough because you just don't have, your clubs are crap. Let's put a little bit of backspin on here just to woe that up. I'm going to go straight at it. I want to be on the right-hand side of the cup. It's 2.2, no extra wind adjustment. It's 2.0 per ring. So it's a ring and a tenth. Now we just need to hit it perfect. If I hit this perfect, it's going in the hole. Hitting it perfect. It's going in the cup. Get in the cup. Get in the hole. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's the graphic. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there, buddy. Low-level clubs, schmo-level clubs. Getting it done with the Saturn. And what's funny is that I did the ring adjustment wrong. It's actually 3.5 per ring at minimum club, not 2.0. So even making a mistake right there, still in the cup. That's how much confidence I have. My clubs are like, hey, you made a mistake. We're still going in the hole. I've made that shot on there, and I've done the 3.5 per ring. I play, and I know if you're using the app and they go, those numbers aren't the numbers that are in the app. I don't use the app. I'm using the paper. I'm using the old paper math where we figured them out. And I've hit that shot and done the right adjustment of 3.5 per ring, and was right in the cup. And there I did the max adjustment at minimum club, and I'm right in the cup. So maybe that's the right numbers. In the hole. All right, starting it off with a eagle. That's what we need to do when we've got low level clubs, is we need to put ourselves in positions on all of these holes to try and pick up shots, because these monster par fives like hole number 3 are going to cause us problems. We just don't have the club. We don't have the top spin that you get when you've got an extra mile 8 or you've got an Apocalypse 4, or we just don't have those tools in our bag. And so we have to scramble a little bit. It is possible still to get an eagle on hole number 3, but I'll see you there. I'll see you on 2. Thanks for watching.